And
we live?
we're live again.
Are we live?
We're live.
Wow.
Okay, guys, fun fact. Today is Donut Party's birthday.
Nice.
I don't know if anyone out there knows what a donut party is or can see these donuts.
I wish you guys could see how interested Leela is in this right now.
But I already ate a bunch of them, and
that.
I cut them into quarters just because one donut party donut is equal to like 2 real-life donuts.
That is fair.
And there was 5 donuts, and I wanted to try them all, so I cut them up, you know.
So you
feel
ate
free,
the equivalent
feel
of 5
free.
donuts is what you're saying.
Well, there used to be 5 donuts. Yeah, that one had crème in it. Yeah, take your point.
Chocolate sprinkles.
Chocolate Boy was good.
Is this what you wanted?
2 chocolate sprinkles.
Yeah, man. So obviously my no sugar January is doing great. Fucking nailed that one right out of the
Basically
park.
February at this point.
Yeah. It's
By the time this is live, this will in fact be February. So
yeah,
you're
so
good.
basically I'm eating donuts in the future. It's some sort of strange time-space continuum warp. But yeah, I just went in there because I was hurting for a donut, and then the guy gave me some free donuts, and I was like, oh shit, like, what's going on? And he's like, it's
You were
donut.
hurting for
Yeah.
some donuts.
I was hurting for some nut. And yeah, the guy's just like, here you go, and here's a free donut. I was like, what? And it was the birthday donut, which is this one. These 2 quarters that are left. So I've already eaten like a shit ton of them, so.
Dude, I'm
Mukbang episode, let's go.
I'm gonna have to go through and like mute the mics.
The chomping
I'm gonna have to
sounds.
listen to how gross it sounds. If it sounds too gross, I'll mute the mics. Don't worry, guys. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh no, now there's donut on the mic grill.
Disgusting.
I
Wait.
mean, I don't feel that bad considering we've been using my mic as the talking stick.
Oh,
In band meetings, so literally everyone's just like fucking having their way with this thing that I have to put basically on my mouth.
I do
Okay,
gurgle
germs
into it
don't,
every time.
Germs don't stay on this type of thing.
Yeah, it's pure
That's fact.
silver or whatever, right?
It's like handrails. Handrails, it's a myth. You
Yeah.
don't need to wash your hands.
Ever.
Like ever.
Or if you touch the bathroom door handle,
With
germs
your
can't.
tongue?
Yeah, germs can't grow on that. It's impossible. That's not how it works.
what the fuck are you doing with that mic?
I'm trying to hold my guts in. I need like a girdle after eating all these donuts.
You probably can't see because of the donut box, but he's like resting it on his gut and just.
Oh yeah.
See, I'm like the opposite today. I ate so little calories today that before you guys came over, I was like falling asleep. I'm just like,
So this fits
it's called
your
an eating
macros.
disorder. It's called abs by April eating disorder. When
Yeah.
there's money on the line, I starve myself.
How are
Wait,
you
there's
doing?
money on the line for this?
Yeah.
Well, I need to start taking it seriously now.
Have
Yeah,
you?
me
Who's
and Chris,
paying me?
me and Chris put $500 each in.
How much is Chris paying me if
Didn't
I
Adam
get an app?
do it too?
I don't know if Adam's actually doing the money part of it, but
I thought he was.
maybe. He never fully committed to it, as is classic Adam fashion. He's
Classic.
like, maybe. Which is a good way to do it, because then you don't have to pay up. You'd be like,
Yeah.
I never actually said. So, anyways.
How's your abs by April going?
Pretty good.
Show the camera.
Are you? Yeah.
No. Flabs by April, more like it.
Nice.
Pretty good. I think I'm down like...
It's April 30th, right?
I
It's the
was-
cutoff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down at least 7 pounds so far.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. Since we started at like sort of the start of January.
Nice. I think I'm up 3 pounds.
Hey, I mean, shame.
It was Donut Party's birthday. They made me do it.
Yeah.
How could I
that's
say
fine.
no?
They made you walk in,
Yeah.
buy a 12-pack, and get a free donut.
Well,
on
I
top
was
of that.
walking to Cobb's. I was like, oh, I'm going to get a chocolate croissant.
Croissant.
I mean, I went off the rails this weekend because I went to the Oilers game, and then we went to like Beer Revolution before.
Nice.
Had nachos and pizza, 2
Shit.
beers. Went to the arena, had like 4 or 5 more giant beers.
So that's $100 right there.
The turbo beers.
Oh yeah, it was a costly night, but it was fun.
Hell yeah, dude.
Go watch
Did the Oilers win?
Fucking smash Chicago.
Nice.
It was fucking sick. And they had like the university team. Their goalie was the backup goalie
Oh, damn.
because the Stuart Skinner was sick with something, and so they needed like a backup goalie. They didn't like they didn't need to play him because they had
Yeah.
the other guy.
Did a real
Campbell.
goalie, yeah.
But
Roche.
they put him in for like the last 2 minutes because it was like 7-3 Oilers. So
Roasted.
they just put him in for the last 2 minutes and he made one save. And now he
Nice.
has like he has like the best save percentage of any goaltender because he made one save on one shot and that was it.
Wow. I
Fucking
bet
sick.
you
So he's the
that'll
man.
help his contract negotiation in a couple of years.
Yeah, I have 100% save ratio. How does that work? Doesn't he have to be like drafted or some shit?
Yeah. I mean, I think you got to be, I don't know exactly.
Or you can just be some guy in the area?
I guess you could be some guy and be like the best and they'll draft you.
Best
Do
of the
a
best of the
tryout.
best.
I don't know if they do like open tryouts or anything like that. Probably not.
Well, I thought they had to be like drafted or something. I mean, maybe that guy was drafted and he's just still on the university team.
Well, I think they do tryouts, but it's more for like scouts or something.
I don't know.
Because I've been to an event. They had
Like
one of
a
those at, like,
combine. That's like what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had something similar to that in Sherwood Park once for a bunch of like hockey
blokes.
There's a surprising amount of NHL players from Sherwood Park, actually. It's very weird.
Yeah, there's a lot from the surrounding area.
Yeah.
Maybe that's going to be Simon when we're recording in like Detroit. The Red Wings will be like, "Oh, our goalies got shot.
Simon, you're up.
All the goalies got shot. Our backup goalie got shot. Everyone. Does anybody know a goalie?"
Detroit sucks.
Wait, you're how old?
Yeah, you'll fit right in. So I'm like, "Boy, I'm ready for my game."
Instantly injured. First save. Oh, I tore my fucking entire hip. I tore all of the hip muscles. For everybody who doesn't know, Simon played
Guitar.
goalie,
And striker.
played
Yeah.
the goalie
Still does.
position, and even dressed a couple times for the Winterhawks in Seattle.
Oh, shit.
Like played 2 games with the Winterhawks, which is like their junior team.
That's cool.
So pretty good.
That
Must have
is-
been pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I can't speak on it. I haven't seen him play, but
Yeah. Maybe he'll get to be in the old timers game at the Junos or something one year.
Chad Kruger just fucking snipes it. He's probably pretty good at hockey.
No, probably.
Maybe.
Too busy partying and drinking, I imagine, but
Who? Chad? Not Chad.
Your
Not our
boy
boy
Ches?
Chad.
Ches
Not
Krogler?
Ches Krugler, dude.
Charles
Charles Krugler.
Charles Krugler.
It's too bad we won't be here in the Junos. I think he would have definitely come on. He would have come to the basement and been part of the podcast.
It's true.
for sure.
It's true. He would have.
Why wouldn't he?
Walk up to him at the Junos.
Hey,
drunk,
man,
be
you
like,
wanna
"Yo,
come-
want to come to my creepy basement?
You want to come
There's
to
a
my
camera."
house and sit in front?
6K.
There is Iron Man posters. You'd be like, "Oh, that's cool."
Do you like Bud Lights?
You'd be like,
There's 3 left, and they're not in the fridge.
I guarantee he likes Bud Lights. He seems like
Fuck
a Bud
yeah,
Light
dude.
bro.
everybody's a Bud Light guy. If you don't like Bud Light, it's just because you haven't had one in a while. I think that's because there's been a few people who, including like Ace, was
Yep.
like, he was like, Bud Light, that's for fucking idiots. And now he's just like, yeah, all I do is order like cases of Bud Light off Skip the Dishes or whatever.
Yeah.
How much is it to order beer on Skip the Dishes?
There's that new app here, the Door Tender or whatever it's called.
Oh, shit.
Where they,
That's exclusively for booze?
yeah,
can tell
they've
you right
got
now.
an ad in my apartment's elevator, and apparently there's no delivery fees.
Oh, really?
Yup.
What?
I don't know.
That must be like a downtown only thing. I can tell you right
maybe.
now because I ordered some. So view receipt.
Like you ordered some just now?
No,
Oh.
but that would be a clutch move. So this one, I ordered. This must have been when we were with Robbie. White Claw, 12 pack, 15 pack Bud Light.
Yeah.
Subtotal $62, 99 cents alcohol handling fee,
Okay.
$3 in tax, $6 tip. So it was $10 to get it. $10 extra to get that delivered here.
I mean, that's not that bad.
Pretty good.
Not so bad,
Considering the other option is you get your fucking keys out. Like, it's like,
Walk upstairs.
yeah, man. $10 not to get a fucking DUI on your way to the liquor store.
Yeah. Why not?
It's probably saving a lot of people's ass.
Actually, it
Not
probably
something
is,
that obviously we would do, but like I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who are willing to risk it all
yeah.
for some.
Whoa! Let's go!
Like those fucking. I keep seeing memes on Instagram that are like, it'll be like when I'm 10 beers deep and I like go for the remote or something like that, and it turns into his car keys. Like
Oh,
it's
no.
one of those, it's one of those gifts
Yeah,
that like
yeah.
I don't know how they make those, but it just like turns into the other thing.
The broken gifts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it just like gets in his car. It's just like, oh no,
This isn't the news.
yeah. Or there's the other memes that are like that where it's like the guy's trying to pour liquid or something, but he's actually just, and then it turns into him pissing everywhere all over the toilet.
Yeah, it's funny. as fuck.
Roasted.
Nice.
Man, stories where people like drink too much and then piss everywhere, or like just like have dreams. Like, man, just imagine like pissing yourself as an adult. You're just like in bed, you wake up and you've pissed yourself. No offense to anybody out there who has like some sort of problem where they can't stop.
Yeah, I mean, that's different. We're talking about self-induced.
Yeah, I'm talking about funny, lighthearted piss.
I mean, I've had those dreams where it's just like, oh, I'm peeing in my dreams. It's like, oh, that feels good. And then you're like, wait a second. No, I'm sleeping. You wake up, oh, fuck, did I piss myself? Now, luckily, I haven't pissed myself yet, but I assume that day is coming.
Dude, I've been thinking about whether or not we should plug this in
What's
to
that?
answer. This is like a Google Home
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Oh, to listen to everything we say and give us ads.
Yeah, it's probably doing that right now.
Oh, sweet.
It's not plugged in, but it's probably still listening.
Oh, yeah, it just stores it.
Probably.
Yeah. This thing like rage quit on me. It would like, I had it upstairs in the kitchen. I was just using it as like a Bluetooth speaker. So you can Bluetooth to it and play music.
Yeah.
Sounds fine for what it is. But then it was like, connect me to the internet or I like won't work. I was like, no. Fuck you, Google Home. I had it for a while connected and it would just like ask it random shit like, how old is this actor? And that's like the only thing I ever got out of it. How old
What
is
is the
this person?
strongest race in
How
40K?
tall- what's the shortest NBA player? I think I asked that a couple times. It's like it's actually pretty short,
What's the maximum effective distance of a bolter in 40K?
bro.
Shit.
Fucking Dave Arnold. He played his first game of D&D the other day
Oh,
and
nice.
said it was sick.
Who did he play with?
Brian.
Ooh,
And
nice.
he's got some cronies that like to play D&D.
I
I haven't done it. We should fucking do one.
Yeah, that's what Unleash
I'd be
the
down.
Archers
That'd be
does.
pretty
I think it
fun.
looks sick.
Yeah. I bet ours would be so much cooler than
Oh,
Unleashed
way
the Archers.
yeah.
cooler.
We're way cooler. Well, I have that one
We're way
character. I have that hairless cat that's named Simon. That's a bard, and it. I believe it's called an taxi,
Fuck.
and its attacks are insults. That's like how my character does damage. I mean, it can like attack or whatever, but
It's not just-
thematically,
But it's
Taking-
special moves are
that's like its
insults.
main attack. Is the bard attack is like hurling insults, and that's how I like spec the character.
It's not just
nice.
scaring people with its ugly stage face.
No, it does 2d4 damage, bro. D4? Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I think that's the smallest.
You roll a dice?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's D4.
Yeah, I've never played Dungeons and Dragons,
Well, shit, dude.
but everybody's getting into it. So
I was into it back when it wasn't cool.
back when it was something for losers.
Yeah,
before
when
Stranger
I was in
Things.
grade 3, I think I had like I don't know, some shit. Then I played it, and then I didn't play it until like a couple months ago.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, it was not the same character, but
Yeah.
still had the dice.
Dave said he made it was like a paladin, a human
Lame.
paladin
Lame.
with heavy armor or something.
Wow.
Like
That sounds lame.
Really?
You got to be a hairless cat
that.
named Simon.
Got to start out somewhere. God damn! I like how you made that as like a roast, and he wasn't even involved in the thing you were
just so committed to the roast.
roasted.
Roasted.
Nice.
Got to entertain yourself somehow.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna win the Oilers 50-50 the other night, but
Shit.
Were you
I
close?
did not. No, fuck no. I was like a couple 100,000 away or something like that. I don't know
What was
how
the
exactly
amount?
it works. It was gonna be it was almost $1 million. So
Jesus.
it would have been
What?
it would have been 500,000 split 3 ways because I went split it with Dave and Chris when we went to the game.
Yeah.
Does it get up to that like every game?
No, lately they've been doing like it's like 5 days or maybe
okay.
like 2 or 3 games worth of 50-50 and then they pool it together so it's like a big one. It's all for charity too, which is sick.
Well,
Like,
it's half for
half for
charity.
charity and half for some lucky bastard who wasn't me.
Yeah, half is for a different kind of charity.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Go straight into someone's drinking fund.
It's like, dude, what?
I'm buying season tickets and getting drunk every night.
Dude, yeah.
Actually, if I
like
won a 50-50 at Oilers game,
like
I'd just get a load sheet or whatever.
yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Get
It is
amped up.
fun. Going to the game is sick.
Every time I see how much that like the 50-50, how high that gets, or like any lottery shit, I'm like, I should just buy a ticket and see what happens, and just
You know what's gonna happen.
do it every time, but just one ticket.
You're gonna lose.
Yeah. It's fine.
I was like looking at the odds for like the 649,
Oh yeah.
and it's like doing the sports betting stuff. It's like you see the odds, right? But it's
Yeah.
like it's 1 in 13 million or something like that. It's ridiculous.
Good odds.
It's like when you think about it, it's like imagine you had 13 million pieces of rice and you just spilled them into like a pool, and then you picked one at random and that one won.
That's easy.
Impossible.
No, that's easy. I would just choose mine every time.
Choose the right one
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah. Mine. Yeah.
It's like those are basically the same odds as trying to become a successful band.
I think there's probably better odds than winning the lot, like, because at least as part of it's in your control.
I guess so.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you can buy more
we
tickets.
us being born in Canada, it was like already like
Yeah, fair enough.
right to the top.
Yeah,
So there is a chance
it's true.
potentially.
Maybe Avril Lavigne will take us on tour.
Yeah. Once we start wearing like what some fucking
Avril Lavigne,
Bullshit
Machine
clothes.
Gun Kelly, and Stryker. That tour
That
makes
seems
sense.
like a great bill. Yeah.
be sick. We would get kicked off of that so quickly.
Oh, yeah,
like say
100%.
in,
Do 2
in
shows.
hypothetical land, it would be like, okay, Striker plays. We would do well. I think we would probably do a good job. But I think the way we are would get us kicked off that tour.
I don't know. I bet MGK likes to party.
I just think we'd be too casual.
Oh yeah,
We'd
no,
be
we
like,
don't party
"Get these
hard
guys
enough.
out of there."
I think that's what Dan's saying. We don't party.
No,
hard
I'm
enough.
thinking it would we would be too annoying.
Oh, we would be the dog that jumps.
Yeah.
Bark, bark.
Be like, you guys got to stop drinking all the beer in the backstage and then bothering the stars. I'm like,
Stop licking Avril Lavigne's hands. Bark, bark.
Stop trying to FaceTime Chad Kroger and giving the phone to Avril Lavigne.
Oh yeah, they were married at one point,
Yeah,
weren't they?
man. Power couple, Canadian power couple.
Yeah, no shit.
And same with the Sum 41 guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Who's she gonna?
next?
Yeah, who's
Whatever.
next?
And probably Travis Barker. No, I guess he's married to Kardashian at this point.
Yeah,
One of them.
Is he though? I feel like that's all just like a clout thing.
cloud chasing. He just wants to be close to
Maybe.
Kanye. Kanye, can I be your
Who
live
doesn't
drummer?
want to be close to Kanye these days?
But that's like a one-way street for him. Like whichever Kardashian he's married to, she's not getting anything out of that.
Well,
Like
she's
what?
getting something. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, free drum lessons. But aside from that,
He's like, here's
He's
how to
gonna
play. Here's how to
paradiddle
play
her.
like a beat.
Ayo.
What's so good about Travis Barker?
he is.
Was he innovative in any way?
I mean, he was innovative in terms of like style. I don't mean playing style. I mean how he set up his drums and like that side of style.
How did he set up his drums?
I don't know, just the sizes he used and how everything's flat and really fucking low, and it makes him look bigger, which is kind of funny. He's already fucking tall, but I don't know. He is a really talented drummer. Like
Yeah, he seems like a great
Like
drummer.
his,
I just wasn't sure if there was some sort of like
he didn't pioneer
Yeah.
like any playing stuff, but from what I can tell, but
He invented the paradiddle.
on the snare.
yeah, no, but he was
Fucking
important
iconic.
especially in the early 2000s, like having a mainstream drummer, like kind of in the zeitgeist, right? Like just someone that everyone knows who he is.
Oh, I know that guy. He's a
you know?
drummer.
Yeah, like
Fair
a lot
enough,
of people
fair
could,
enough.
could name him. So he's,
Name a drummer.
he's important in that way.
I suppose
Who
so.
are who would you say is an innovative drummer
Now,
that people would know, or just even through history? I just really don't know. Like
Well, I mean,
John Bonham, probably.
yeah,
right?
Bonham, Ringo Starr,
Yeah.
Keith Moon.
Those are like the classics.
Yeah, probably just
What
those
about-
guys.
what about,
Maybe
like,
Neil Peart?
90s, 2000s. Has there been anyone lately who's been like, oh, this fucking like? Because in guitar, there's like the odd guy who's like, oh, this guy's a fucking rock star.
Yeah.
Well, like in the mainstream, not really. I guess maybe the dude from, but there's also like how few bands fucking exist in the main, like bands exist in the
That's
mainstream,
true, yeah.
right? So you're looking at 21 Pilots drummer.
That's the one I was thinking.
That's
maybe.
who is basically just copying Travis Barker. If you look at how they set up their drums, they're both tall, skinny dudes.
With low drums.
Yeah, it's
Where the short fat guys at? Where them short
Where the
fat
plump
kings?
kings at? Where the plump kings at?
yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kings. I bet they're eating donuts.
I mean, in the guitar world, there's been quite a few like who've been kind of coming.
yeah, there's new hot stuff.
Yeah,
What's that
I'm
guy?
trying to
Tim
think of-
Henson?
yeah, the fucking
Periphery?
shred twink.
Yeah, Shred Twink.
Polyphia, not periphery, but close.
Whatever.
Close. A
Also periphery guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, there's 3 of them.
3 periphery guys?
There's
yeah,
three
that's
guitar
right.
players in there.
Yeah, that's their
They-
whole thing.
They each have different guitar endorsements.
Yep.
One's Jackson, one's PRS.
Wonder who
and
makes
I
the
don't
most
know.
money. One of them
I mean,
clearly probably Misha.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Misha Mansour.
Yeah.
There's some cool interviews that they did, or like podcasts they did with the URM guys, where they get into a little bit like all the stuff outside of the band that they do for money, in terms of like all
I
the
think I
pedals
listened to
they
that.
have, and like
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
here's
they're-
how to actually make money as a musician.
Yeah.
Not anything to do with your album.
Yeah, because that Nolly guy has like, he's big into.
he's a mixing engineer. That's like what he does.
Yeah, but he also has all kinds of plugins and shit.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't
Got
he
the
have-
architect or archetype,
Yep.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Neural.
And I think
Neural.
he's involved in bare knuckle pickups somehow or something like that.
Maybe, I don't know.
He definitely has his own like signature one, doesn't he?
He's got all the get good
Uh,
drum
UK,
stuff.
So that makes
Yeah.
sense, right? Because he's from the UK, I think.
Oh, you what?
You what, mate?
Well,
I think they did all the. I think he did all the like guitar demos for all the pickups or something. I don't remember what it is exactly. But back in my day, when I was investigating bare knuckle pickups, he was all over it. I tell you what. Maybe he was a mod on the forums. Who knows? Bare knuckle forums.
Sneap forums.
Yeah, Sneap forums. Everyone's dumb. This is how you shred, idiots.
was Andy Sneap a guitar for him, or was that an audio
That was the
engineering thing?
ultimate metal forum,
Oh, I see.
which I think sort of ended up being mostly like a production recording
Oh, okay.
after a while. Or at least there was a section of it that was really popular for that stuff.
Are there any good forums that are still active? I think Seven String is still kind of, or was it Gear Sluts? Did they change their name?
I think they did. Actually.
Yeah.
Sleuts, I think it's
2 O's, yeah.
Gear Dudes.
Gear Friends.
Yeah. I mean, I guess can't say slut anymore.
No. Slut shaming. I mean, what if you're a slut for guitar gear, though?
Yeah.
As
You-
opposed
you are. I wanted to be, but then I talked myself out of it. I was ready to go buy a new guitar. And instead of that, I bought a fucking plug-in that does the same thing. And now I don't have to tune my guitar. Dude, it's ridiculous how funny. Like,
What plugin is this?
it's called Odin 2.
Okay.
It's just like a VST. Like, you know how Jin bass is like MIDI
Yeah.
or whatever? This is just the same thing for guitar.
I didn't realize there was MIDI guitar stuff.
Dude, I'll play you guys some after. It's fucking hilarious. And it's just like, I was like, the reason I wanted a new guitar was the Evertune bridge so that the demos would be in tune and stuff. And then I was like, well, I could buy a new guitar for $2,000 or I could get this fucking plug-in for like $100 and then just I just record the guitar myself and then just transpose it into MIDI.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long. And then it's perfectly in time and everything's like I
Zip
don't have to worry about it.
perfect.
And then I can change it if I want, right? Like if I want to
Yeah,
make a
sure.
quick edit on the fly, I don't have to re-record. I just move shit around.
How long have you been doing demos with the MIDI guitar?
Just lately.
Oh, okay. Not like.
There's a
I don't
few
think there's
there's a
any that's
few that I
recorded.
put up, but I'll
Oh.
yeah.
All right.
I've been slowly uploading demos, but not necessarily updating anything.
Yeah, you can stop uploading demos. I was telling Tim, I am totally tapped out in terms of creativity. We're 30 something songs in for this album. I also just finished writing another album for another band. And then one of my other side projects is getting going again with uber stupid creative, everything's 9/8 fucking bullshit.
Sounds
Looks
like
like I'm in charge of writing the drums again. Let's go.
sounds like you need to eat more of those 400
Donuts?
milligram of THC rose petal flower edible things. They're all good. That's the free birthday cake one. That one's good. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going in.
That one's good. Yeah. Yeah, brother. Oh, Lord. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how many you were going to do.
I've finished of the last 4 that you sent. I just finished tracking ideas for the final 2, and I was going to convert those to MIDI after this. So you'll have more stuff soon.
Nice. It's almost like shredding a sweat.
Well said. Thank you. Tim. It is.
Well,
But yeah, you can stop writing. It's cool. We got enough.
No, I'm not even writing. I'm just finishing what we got.
Fuck.
Yeah, we got like 50 more songs to finish what we got.
Everything's just 4 on the floor, ABBA beat. Except for Simon's song. No ABBA beat on Simon's song. You
I
heard
made
it here.
2 versions of it. So I did vocals on one of them.
Yeah.
On his song.
Yeah.
It's like just an idea I had. And then I bounced 2 versions. One that was with your drums.
Yeah.
And then one that just had the ABBA beat right at the start. Just to see.
Yeah.
So that might be a good in between.
Yeah.
So the ABBA beat ruled. I assume it was the best.
We should probably fill people in, but
The ABBA beat is just 4 on the floor.
yeah, not that, but like Simon wrote a song for the upcoming Striker album, and I was tracking drums to it, and I never listen to the demo drums when I track. I'm just like, I just want to not be influenced by whatever terrible ideas you guys have.
Fair enough.
I want to use my own terrible ideas, basically. And so I don't know. I play things the way I can hear them, and then Simon was giving me grief because I was playing one part like halftime that was supposed to be like an ABBA beat, and I think it has way more fucking like swagger the way I'm playing it versus.
Yeah. But it's like
Simon's wrong.
Simon Loves Heat.
That's fine.
And it's like it's Kickstart My Heart drums. You know?
It's funny because normally I don't actually care. Like if someone's like, "Oh yeah, no, this is the wrong feel entirely," I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine. We'll do what you want." But the way Simon was like, "No, bro, it's got to be the ABBA beat." It's just it's flipped this switch in me where I'm like, "Well, now it's not going to be the ABBA beat."
Dude, you're defiant.
A little bit, yeah. Just being a
oppositional
Contrarian.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah.
looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oppositional defiant disorder.
sure.
No.
OFD.
Yeah.
OD. D. Odd.
Yeah.
You're odd, bro.
Oh.
OFA.
Yeah, where'd the F come from?
Yeah.
Defiant.
Yeah, 2 words. Defiant.
Man, I told you I got low. I'm on the
ODFD.
low calorie. My brain is starved.
Bro, you're on the low insulin right now.
Yeah, dude.
You need some more sugar, bro.
Once these kick in, I'll be ready to go. I also keep forgetting. I'm like, man, I drank like a couple of huge cups of coffee and then forgot to drink water and was like halfway through the
Yeah.
day, I was like, oh no, I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Isn't coffee mostly just water anyway?
Yeah, but it's a diuretic, right?
Shit.
If you drink enough of it, I think it fucks you up a little bit. But yeah. Anyways,
Nice.
fucking ABBA beat, dude.
Never.
I mean, we'll try it.
No.
I have both
Delete the one.
versions so that we can listen to them, and that's what's going to be nice about going to the studio.
He said Josh will agree with
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
We'll have a
Or maybe.
producer who's like, yeah, man, more ABBA beats.
That's the thing.
I'll call him up tomorrow. Be like, hey, so there's gonna be this one song
I got-
where everyone's gonna say that I need to change the beat, but no.
I got $100 with your name on it to say that song sucks.
yeah.
Sorry, it is Canadian, not American.
That's maybe what we should do. Start taking bets on what Josh will say about different songs. Be like, oh no, fucking, he's gonna like this one. Okay, what's the over under on it?
We should write it all. You know what's funny? We should like write it all down and keep it to ourselves.
Yeah.
And then after we go in, and once he starts giving opinions on songs,
Yeah.
we can, when we get back from the studio, we can be like, I told you, I had it written down.
That'd be fun.
It would
I'm
be
just gonna
pretty
do it
Gotta
for the
put
one
money
thing,
on it.
but yeah.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
put
how
a-
much money are we putting down? $100?
Well, it's for each
Yeah,
each
for
thing.
each song.
Yeah.
If you guess correctly what he says, you get like
Yeah.
So $100
one
per
Bud
song.
Light.
Yeah, you get a Bud Light. Congratulations, this Bud's for you, brother. Oh yeah. Drinking Bud regular
We'll see.
today.
I mean, a thing I'm running into right now is like, it really depends what I'm listening to at the time is like very much affecting like how I'm writing.
Sure.
So I'm like, the last couple like vocal things I've done, I'm like, is this cool or is this dumb? And I can't tell.
So who you've been listening to that's potentially dumb?
Yeah, who's dumb?
I'm
kidding.
I listened to this one fucking band, White Reaper. Have you heard White Reaper?
No.
It's pretty good.
They
Sounds
knew
like hot
hotness.
sauce.
I mean, I think they have like a pretty big hit, I think, but their album, I don't know why I just saw it somewhere and was
Weren't
like,
you
I'll take
talking
a listen
about
to that.
some other like new hardcore band or metal core, some kind of metal? Wasn't it something like White Reaper? Something about a Reaper or some shit?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, this is like just a this week thing.
Okay.
But I mean, like, there's, it's not going to sound like that, but it's just got me thinking. I'm trying different stuff, so I'm just like trying stuff. If you guys like rock, it's more like, I don't know.
Oh,
I gotta put
can hear that.
I gotta put the mic on my stomach here.
Inside you, there are two wolves.
Inside me, there's leftover jalapenos from Saturday night.
And half a donut.
Yeah. Anyways, they're kind of like what do they say? It's almost like indie rock mixed with like arena rock. Like it's an interesting thing. It's not bad.
Nice.
The arena. That's not what the name would suggest to me. It's kind of funny. White Reaper definitely sounds much heavier.
Yeah. It also sounds anti-Caucasian.
Okay.
The White Reaper.
Maybe it is.
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. Anyways, it's not bad. I mean, it's not that metal, but I found that the vocals were really pretty good.
Yeah, that's
good melodies and stuff like that. And I was like,
And there is a bit of a lack of melodic vocals in the metal world. In certain niches, I should say.
Yeah.
I guess power metal's fine.
it can be so hard to like write. Like I
Whoa.
find it's always interesting to try and write vocals that aren't just like it's like an actual melody and it's not just like another part.
I know. What you mean.
It's like fitting it in just like rhythmically. It's almost like the rhythm of the vocals takes precedent over the actual melodic part of the vocals. I'm trying to get away from that a little bit so that it's like this is an actual melody going on in here, not just a guy like sort of shouting one note in a specific rhythmic pattern, which does work.
Oh,
Like, I mean,
absolutely.
it does work, but it's like, it's not quite as good, especially not all the time. Yeah, you got to come up with some, just be like Foo Fighter type shit.
Yeah,
Whatever, I don't know.
add one more note. So 2 notes.
Yeah. Na 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 na.
Nama 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 nama. Nama 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 nama.
Ooh,
That's
3
the
notes.
the
There you
six
go.
gun.
Damn.
Yeah, the classic 6 gun.
Da 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 da.
Hey man, it works. Let's go, brother.
Hey man, that's called having style.
There you go.
You do something over and over and over again.
Signature.
Style.
Yeah.
Style or lack of originality.
What is style? Is it really just a lack of originality? If you are so unoriginal that everything that's in style passes you by, then you become in style again.
It's true.
That makes sense?
No.
A broken clock is always right twice a day.
There you go.
There you go. The broken
A
clock
dude
syndrome.
who looks like an idiot looks cool
He's a
twice in his life.
Yeah,
Basically.
I don't know. There's some fashion trends that just I don't think will ever hit.
those J&Co jeans are coming back. The big,
Jinko?
yeah, those big, huge, like super wide goth jeans with all the pockets and shit.
Amazing to me.
Yeah, it's coming
Are
back,
they
man.
actually? I thought I've only seen videos of people like making fun of them.
No, man, it's all coming back. On Facebook today, I saw an ad from Guitar World, I think, and it was like 10 tips on how to get that new metal guitar tone. I was like, oh, what? No, that's the worst guitar tone there ever was. Fuck. It's all coming back, baby. It's now
I
old enough to
disagree
be
with you
cool
on that.
New
now.
metal is coming back. It's cool now.
New metal's coming.
Although I would say that like the new style of new metal is like way less, like it's so much more self-aware that it's not as cringe.
oh yeah,
Yeah, sure.
New metal was so goddamn cringe.
But it was amazing. I was like hook, line, and sinker for it when I was like fucking Limp Bizkit and Corn and shit. I was fucking with that big time.
You know, back to your analogy of like, you know, a person will only look cool twice in their lifetime. That's Corn right now.
Yeah,
they're
They're cool, baby. They're cool.
What?
Well, now they're in their legacy act phase, so then now they'll be
Basically.
cool forever. People go, oh yeah, they influenced me to fucking do heroin or whatever.
And I don't think they ever stopped playing like arenas and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I bet they played smaller and smaller places.
I mean, they're then the height of their popularity in
Yeah.
the 90s, sure, but I don't think they got that small is what I'm saying.
They've
No.
always been a big band.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because like, meeting like people who are like maybe, let's say, 8 to 10 years older than us.
Simon.
Yeah, they're like years where I don't know which year is the most impactful when you're listening to music. When you're like 14,
I read somewhere it's 16.
16. So it's like if you were listening to Korn, like, because I was listening to Korn when we were like in grade fucking 6 or something like that. So you'd be like 11, 12. So it was like obviously not my like super
So your
important
brain
year.
got corrupted as a youth by new metal. That's why you like Satan.
But I got out of it because I wasn't at the age where it was like maybe 5 years older than me at that time were like, this is my life now. I'm a Korn fan. Whereas I was just like, I liked it when I was a young little shitter.
That's
A
fair.
squeaker.
fucking squeakers.
And then now I'm, you know, whatever I listen to. Well, I moved on to like Metallica and shit
Yeah.
when I was like in 16 and shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of similar for me. It was like, I don't know, I've never been a Korn fan. It's never, something about the vocals of just being a massive turn off for me. Also that, I'm just talking his actual voice is just like, I don't know, not my thing. But
It was just like, I mean, when I was young, it was like really edgy. Like it was like,
It was-
because like the songs were like, the lyrics were fucked on some of them.
I can't speak to the lyrics, but I mean, there was other bands in the new metal scene that I just loved way more. I mean, Linkin Park, System of a Down,
Yeah, obviously,
Slipknot,
like them as well. But
yeah,
like
the good bands.
Limp Bizkit was the
Oh yeah, Limp
top,
Bizkit, yeah,
top G.
yeah.
That was top G shit.
Top G.
That was Andrew Tate level top G shit for sure.
Except none of them are in jail.
That we know of.
I mean, it's kind
Maybe
of crazy
some
that
body
Fred
doubles.
Durst got away from being in jail. Seems like he was a shitter.
Yeah. Who knows?
Or just like a really smart guy who was like, all I have to do is like act like a piece of shit and I get paid. Fucking
Sweet.
Sick.
Maybe he's just acting. He's the heel. He knows his part.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was.
Well, I think that's exactly what it is. Like when the red hat comes out, that's his character. Like hat,
now he's got the dad
Fred
vibes.
Durst, get rid of it. Normal guy. That's like at
He had
Save
a
On.
crazy career, man. See that movie where he kissed Halle Berry? Like,
And he was dating Britney Spears and shit.
dude,
What?
the hell?
Damn.
Stud.
Yeah.
It's like when you think about that track record, that's like two insanely famous people, and he was just like in there. He
Just getting it in.
slid in there.
Getting it in.
Funny.
I think he was also like a record label executive at like Universal or something. He was like an executive.
He probably
I
could
read
just
that
buy
they-
it out.
I read that they Limp Bizkit's big break was they paid off. They did payola for a radio
Yeah.
station,
Yeah, I heard that too.
which is like shit.
I mean, hey, if it works, whatever.
Which motherfucker do we have to send money to get on the fucking Spotify playlist?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
We have literally
Shoot.
hundreds of dollars we could maybe
Yeah.
give you next week.
We can
I'll send you my Bet 365 winnings.
We'll send you some. We'll send you a full box of Striker vinyl. 20
Unopened.
Yeah.
I mean, the value of that. If
Yeah,
you
the
could sell
value.
them all, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if you can flip that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to buy a
Wholesale.
and wants to flip them, be our guest.
Yeah.
We have plenty. And by that I mean supplies are running low, so act now. Do we even print physical for the next album?
Well, maybe not as much as we have been.
I mean, why don't we just put a poll on Twitter and we'll do whatever the poll says?
Yeah, except if it's not what we want.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we won't do it.
Don't just delete it.
Yeah. I didn't do that. That was fake news.
Yeah, that was Elon Musk. That was some bot. That wasn't us.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think there'd be a reason to print it other than I would love to have a vinyl copy of the album.
I mean, we will.
Yeah.
It's like
I think there's collectors who like it.
yeah. It's just limited runs of shit.
yeah.
Yeah, keep it limited. Well, I guess in the past we were able to get some promotional copies and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we could work it into certain budgets.
Yeah. Get them printed. Let us know in the comments. Do you guys still fuck with CDs? I mean, most people seem to fuck with vinyls, but
Yeah, it's straight. I haven't seen anyone in real life use a CD, but then when we go on tour and stuff, people are still paying for them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people still have cars that have CD players.
Yeah.
And so it's like I have a car with a CD player and now that the tape deck thing is broke and I can't use the fucking aux cord thing. I mean, I could use the Bluetooth like whatever, but I just don't have one.
You don't have a Bluetooth?
No. You know, like the
phone?
the one you put into the car that goes to the radio station?
Oh, yeah.
That's the only other way you can do it, but I just don't have one.
Your car doesn't have an aux cord?
No. What? 2004
Oh, shit.
Camry.
Those hadn't been invented yet. Yeah.
2004 DeLorean, bro. I wish. But yeah, like, so it's kind of nice to have CDs.
I guess.
It's crazy how many times I've listened to the CDs that are in there, because it's like I just keep forgetting to, like, we have all these CDs down here that we talked about last time.
Yeah.
All these awesome CDs, and they just sit down here, and I never bring them out and put them in the car.
Well, I mean, I think that's people always talk about like how there's no classic bands anymore. Like you don't have a band like Toto releasing Africa that everyone loves that song in that way. Like that hasn't existed for at least 10, 15, 20 years. I think it's because we don't
Imagine Dragons.
Sure, there are one or two songs. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know, but I think it's because people just can go on Spotify and listen to any song, every song ever made, versus I've got 3 CDs in my car. Which one do I want to listen on this fucking 5-hour road trip, like over and over and over?
Yeah,
and that's why people like it.
Yeah,
it's my theory. My theory.
I have Ravenous's most recent CD in my car, and it's been in there because that's the only CD in there, so that just sits in there. And then in my mom's car, I borrowed it, like, this must have been right when Pete joined Stryker, because he gave us a Silex CD.
Oh yeah.
And I put it in my mom's car because I was borrowing it. It's still in there.
Yeah, nice. That's a good CD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's in mine right now. A Thunderstone album was in there for a long time.
Oh, nice.
Which is sick. It was a good album. There was like a Beastie Boys, like one of their newer albums, and I was like, I just don't like it. It's still in there though. It's like I think it's like a 6-disc changer in the car, so pretty badass.
That is pretty badass. I remember way back in high school, my mom had like a van, and it had like a tape deck in it, and the only tape I had was Motley Crue's Shout. What is it? Shout with the Devil? No, Shout at the Devil.
Shout at the devil!
Yeah,
Shout for the devil. Yeah.
Or no, is that the name of a song or the full album? Whatever.
Song. I'm not sure if it's the album.
Anyways, the satanic one. I had that one. And so I just listened to that like 10 billion times in high school. I also remember I made like my own like Motley Crue mixtape, and I like loved it right when I was first getting into metal. I was like, oh yeah, Motley Crue's awesome. I love Motley Crue. And then, like, you know, I explored different kinds of metal.
And someone told you what to like, and you were like, oh, I guess I don't like Motley Crue anymore.
then Simon was talking to me. He's like, bro, Vince Neil. No, but then, like, 5 years later, after, like, not listening to Motley Crue for a long time, I was like, oh, yeah. I found my CD, and I was like, oh, I used to love this CD. I'll put it on. I put it on. I'm like, God damn, this fucking sucks.
Dude, I like Motley Crue. There's I stand by that Motley Crue has enough good songs to make one really great album.
Sure.
And then they have about 60 songs that are total misses.
Just filler.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
But like they have a bunch of like really sick songs. I might make the playlist and post it after this.
Okay.
And be like, this is the 10 Motley Crue songs that are actually good.
Well, once they started working with Bob Rock, I mean, those are good songs. Like Dr. Feelgood, like that's
Even
a great
the early
song.
stuff like Livewire is sick. If you, as long as you don't watch their performance of it at whatever the fuck that German festival they were at or something like that, and it's just like they clearly just partied all night, and it was like,
It's just what they sound like all the time. Vince Neil, bro.
I wonder what
He's hurting.
he's got. So, he must have had a couple good shows.
Oh,
You know,
In his whole career?
Yeah. I think so. He's probably like, fucking, I nailed it tonight. I did all that. Wah-ya!
Yeah, but back in an era before everything was filmed, so
Yeah.
no one will ever hear it again.
there's no proof of it.
Yeah. Half the people in the crowd were just blackout drunk, so they don't remember it.
Yeah, there's no proof. There's no proof that Vince Neil was ever good.
And unfortunately, no.
Yeah. I mean, it's so funny. When I saw Motley Crue here in Edmonton, like, shit, I don't know, when I was maybe like 16 or 17 or something like that. And they were doing the
booby cam?
the Tommy Lee titty cam or
Yeah.
whatever. And I was like, thinking back on that, I'm like, that was fucked up. Because I remember him being like on stage. The crowd is like, it's basically sold out, massive crowd at the arena, right, or whatever. And there's like a girl, and so like his camera's hooked up to the fucking jumbotron or whatever.
Oh, shit.
So everybody can see what he's pointing it at, and he points it at this girl, and like, you know, he points it at a few, and they're like, they flash the camera, and then they point at this one, and she was like, no. And then the fucking entire crowd booed her. Like 16,000 people were just like, boo, and she was just like, I was like, Jesus, that was disgusting, bro. What the hell? I was like, that's rock and roll, bro. But that was like, yeah. Nowadays, I'm like, fuck, that shit's brutal.
Yeah, they don't do that trick anymore, eh?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe they do. Who knows?
I mean, Steel Panther does it as a joke, and it seems to go over okay.
Yeah.
So.
Get all the girls on stage. Well, I guess they like ask them to come on stage, and they're not like
They're not
dicks
like
about it.
forcing them.
Yeah, like, hey, you want to come on stage?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like, it was just like so weird because he was just like, come on. Like, she was like clearly not, it was fucking gross, dude. But I was like 14 or 15 or something like that. And I was just like, yeah, boo. It was a mob mentality at the time. It was crazy.
Kill,
man.
kill.
I don't know why, but I imagine that you were at that concert with your parents or something. But I guess
probably.
not.
No,
13, 14-year-old enough to go. Friends or whatever.
Yeah, we were, me and some of the homies.
Wasn't that because I remember going to that concert too. Wasn't that like billed as like Motley Crue's last
Yeah,
tour
I think
ever
so,
or
I
something?
think so.
And then they're like,
Never be back.
20 years later,
Yeah.
still going.
well, they like, I don't know what they said. And then they did another tour, and they like signed a contract that this is their final tour ever or whatever.
I forgot about
Wink.
that. No, wasn't that Kiss that did that?
I think it was Motley Crue.
Yeah.
And then I remember that Motley Crue came around and did another tour, like not too long after that first one, but nobody went. And so they were giving away tickets for free for whatever reason.
Oh, wow.
And then Motley Crue didn't tour for a long, long time until they came back with this like Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and
yeah, sure.
what was it,
Fucking-
Joan Jett?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Be cool to see
Snooze.
Def Leppard.
I watched Def Leppard get fucking annihilated by Styx. Styx opened for them.
Yeah, that's
Made
fair.
them look like shit.
Dude, I
It
saw
was
Styx
wild.
like a couple months ago, and holy fuck, those guys are like probably at their prime right now.
It's crazy.
Like,
Yeah, they were so good, and then
Yeah.
and then Def Leppard came on, and it was just like
that's a
fucking
bummer.
old dudes being
Yeah.
just like photograph. Just like fuck, man, this sucks.
Yup.
Photograph tuned down like 4 whole steps.
Yeah, it's like the version of Def Leppard that I like is like such a small sliver of their career
Yeah.
that it's just like, you know,
That one tour when they were touring in the round.
yeah. The is that Hysteria?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hysteria.
Hysteria. Yeah.
Hysteria. Is it
Listeria?
Hysteria or hysteria?
Hysterical.
Hysteria.
Hysteria.
Her stereo.
Her stereo. Their them stereo.
Them stereo.
Oh, that
They
reminds me.
stereo.
That reminds me. Funniest thing I've seen lately. I'm gonna try and be as careful as I can describing this, so as not to get in any.
Dan's
hot
getting
water.
canceled.
This is where we need one of those little boards where we can bleep out whatever
Put
you're saying.
toilet sounds
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah. So Yeah, okay. I'll just do it. I'm on Instagram. I see a female guitar player shredding super hard. Like probably the best shredding I've seen from like a female guitar player.
Okay.
Which, there's just not that many of them, right? Like
Sure.
On the gram.
the
I
gram.
guess. Well, there's
a few, but like I
Compared
was
to the
like
amount of
I was like,
nerdy
wow,
dudes,
that's
yeah.
really good. And I was like, wait a minute, that's too good. And I investigated further, and this is a trans woman, female. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. but I don't know. Anyways, I thought that was funny. But then I go into the comments because I'm like,
that would be
like,
a cesspool.
dude, I was like,
Yeah.
there's got to be some funny shit in here because it's like, it doesn't matter to me. The guitar playing was amazing. I was just like, it's fucking sick.
Sure.
Insane shredding. And then I go in the comments and there's so many dudes just being like, hey, beautiful, and like all this shit. And then like you see like 30 replies to this one where it's just like, hey, beautiful. So you click that and it's like, this is a dude, right? But immediately. And then just like the absolute cesspool of comments. Like I feel so bad. Like, just doing their thing, very talented.
Trying to play guitar.
Just do it,
Yeah. That's shitty.
And I was just like, man, this is so fucking cringe. The fucking dudes are just like, hey, beautiful. You should smile more. Like literally.
Oh, really?
Because very deadpan in the
Yeah,
videos.
sure.
And just like, you should smile more, bro.
I bet those are all the people who are like commenting on like Pornhub videos and shit. It's just like, who are these people? Like, who are those people that are commenting on like Instagram or like any of those other things? Just like, hey, baby, whoa, that's so hot. It's like, are you fucking dumb as shit? This is. Should we say the person's name? Should we dox them? Nah. Okay.
Like shredding.
Sure.
Totally. But like the comments are just crazy. Let's see if I can find some.
We'll have to go on Joe Rogan and discuss that.
Please, ma'am, I will leave my wife and children for you. Notice me, please. I'm begging.
That was by Tim? Tim Brown.
Yeah. Striker Tim.
Yeah.
And this one, every time I see a super talented female guitarist, they don't get that many views, but that one's sloppily playing beginner stuff get hella views. It makes no sense.
What?
All right, I don't know. Where are your emotions? Sex metal? Question mark. Now
shit.
again with feeling. That's like I love that. Like some fucking guitar nerd mansplaining fucking feeling.
Feeling, yeah.
Just like God, dude. It's like
It makes you wonder what's that band? It's like female lineup. Their tits are just out. I think maybe
was that Butcher Babies?
Is it Butcher Babies? Yeah.
Yeah.
The two singers, boobs out.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but there's a
I
band
think so.
that has their boobs out, and that's
Butcher Babies. Huh?
yeah.
They
That's
have X's on their boobs though.
okay, sure, but like holy fuck, their comments must be so
yeah.
much worse than that.
I think at that point you
Oh,
probably just
fuck.
can't read them.
Yeah.
There's way more. Like
Oh, I'm sure.
it's just like an endless supply of absolute like bullshit.
Yup.
Oh, I mean, I guess to some extent it kind of comes with the territory. If you're being like, if that's part of your like being on social media, you kind of have to be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say numb to it, but you sort of have to have a better understanding with it. I mean, I don't think that person's in like a band or anything. I think they're just an Instagram.
Or maybe.
Oh, okay. I don't know. But if you're going to be an Instagram person, regardless of what you're doing, you have to know that
You're gonna get.
you're
shit
gonna
on.
you're gonna get
Well,
trolled.
dude, guitar playing is like it's such a mecca for like
Oh, it's that's
dudes
like a
who-
bro hobby.
Yeah, it's just like things that and like people get like so obsessed over it, and then it's like if they see someone who's doing a better job than them,
Yep.
like this person's better than me, but it's like okay, well, what thing can I say like
How can I put them
where's
down?
the feel?
Yeah.
It's like you see someone shredding so fast. It's like this person obviously doesn't care about the blues, and then you get someone be like, play it again, but this time with some feel. It's just like, ugh.
Shitty.
I mean, I feel most musicians, it's like, it's something you get into because you probably are not super popular at school. You're not hanging out with lots of friends. It's shredding by yourself in your
I was hanging
bedroom.
Out with tons of friends. Super popular in school.
okay, except for Dan, apparently.
No, I mean,
But you know what I'm saying, right? Like there's like a certain fucking stereotype of the real technical minded musicians, and not just guitarists, bassists too, not drummers. We're great. So sorry.
Bassists can play music?
That's what I've been told.
I don't believe it.
bass.
Yeah.
Gin bass, let's go.
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. Like as far as like it's
Crab bucket mentality.
it is very nerdy.
Yeah.
It's like a nerdy thing to not, but it's like not. It's it could be one other thing, and it would be like your obsession with this is like
Sure.
super dumb, like you're a fucking loser. But if it's because it's like playing guitar in a cool way, it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's like same with sports. If you're obsessed with sports, you're like kind of a cool bro. You're like, that guy knows a lot about sports. That's
not
cool.
true. No, I mean, sure, but I think it's different to be someone that's just commentating on sports as like a fan
Yeah.
versus a fucking guitar nerd that's sitting there shredding and then shitting on other people because they can't play that well.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Crab bucket, brother.
Although
Can't let any
go to a
crabs
hockey
out of the
game
bucket.
and listen to people talk about fucking what the players should be doing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the fucking shitty fucking pass. I could have done that. Like,
Okay, bro. So that's why you're
hell
on the
are you
ice.
talking about, man? Yeah, it's so funny to listen to that shit. It's like, what? Where's your fucking NHL contract, you fucking idiot? You're literally.
Lorelei.
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
Yeah, you know that goalie that played for fucking 3 minutes and has one save? He's done 1,000% more shit in the NHL than you ever will. So shut the fuck up, dude.
Although this is a controversial take,
All right.
but I believe that the only limitation stopping me from being an NHL player is that I just didn't do all the things.
Decided to join a band instead.
I just didn't do, like, if I did everything, if I lived me and my body, if I lived the exact same life Connor McDavid lived, I bet I would be equally good at hockey. Maybe not as good as him, but like I'd be an NHL player.
I mean, I think there is a luck element to it too, like removing any natural skill that people have. Taking that out of the equation, I don't know. It's just like, can you mentally handle the stress of like a shootout, taking your one shot and actually scoring? Doesn't matter how much you practice, there's still like the mental game to that too. And
It's
I think
just like
people
playing
are just
guitar
wired.
solo, bro.
Honestly, no, it is. It's like that mentality of like being kind of on the court, you know?
Gotta shoot
See,
my shot.
It's a positive thing. I'm saying like, I think most people,
Anyone can do what Connor McGregor.
if you followed the recipe exactly the way they did it, the only thing holding you back is like your inability.
your genetics, bro.
Not even your genetics, I don't think. You're like, your situation is the only thing that stopped you. You weren't born into
Okay.
the thing that I believe that.
I don't know if it put you in the same level as McDavid or something, but you could probably be in the NHL, sure.
It's like if you were
There's
born,
a fourth line.
if exactly you were born to Connor McDavid's parents,
Yeah.
Connor.
the path for you might be hockey. And then and that might be the right recipe for you to be an NHL player.
What happened to Connor McDavid's? Does he have brothers? What happened to his siblings? Were they just cast aside?
Yeah.
They just throw him in the wood
His
chipper?
brother. Yeah, he's like, make way for the one and only.
The holy one.
The holy one. The one who's going to secure the bag for the family.
secure the bag. What happened to Connor McDavid's brother? I'm going to Google that
wonder
right
how
now.
He's
old-
around. I guarantee he plays hockey. But
Yeah. I wonder how old Connor was when his parents realized, like, oh shit, like we need to go hard on this.
Probably pretty
This
young.
guy, yeah.
and I think no, that's Leon Draisaitl. Both his parents are like Olympians.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
It's
Yeah,
like
that
pedigree,
helps. Yeah.
serious pedigree.
Yeah, that helps.
But it's like you're born into a family like that. If you're interested in any sport, you have a leg up for sure.
Oh yeah, totally.
'Cause it's just like your family's going to be like,
Yeah.
here's the obvious, like we have no problem sacrificing everything for sports.
All
Yeah.
right, guys, here we go. Cameron McDavid is an investment banking analyst. There you go.
Oh, I thought you were trying to search
Nice.
up Connor.
No,
I was
it's
laughing for
Cameron
the
McDavid.
Wow, he's a banker. That's cool.
Yeah. Does Connor McDavid's brother?
Imagine
Play hockey.
I'm
being
sure he does.
in the family, being the banker and being not as rich as the other guy who's not the banker.
He's the best hockey player in the world. What can I say? He's insane.
Better than Gretzky at his prime?
Nobody can touch Gretzky, but it's kind of hard to like.
I know. I mean,
the
it's like
era
the same with
adjusting
the
and stuff like
Jordan versus like Kobe or Shaq. Not Shaq, but like any modern.
I think that's
Guys.
a little bit more comparable. See, like
You
I
think
think the thing with hockey is so much of the equipment changed. Like
Okay.
not even just like the training and all that stuff, but it's like
Yeah.
the pads are different, the skates are different, the sticks
The
are
game's
different.
sped
Everything's-
up for sure.
Everything's different, right? So
But I feel like
the net's
M-
still the same size.
Yeah.
Ball's still the same.
But NBA, I feel like
In
the
the- in
NBA
basketball.
NBA has gotten faster and like higher scoring games. As someone who barely fucking watches it, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I
Like
think-
compared to like when like 30 years ago when Jordan was in his prime, I don't know. I feel like it's not actually comparable like 1-to-1. But
It's probably not exactly, but I think it's closer than hockey.
sure.
Like fuck, dude. Goalies used to not do the splits or anything. Like they didn't do the butterfly where they go down and have both legs out. They just didn't do that.
Well, they also didn't
they
need
just
feel
stood there and were like, I hope I get the fucking puck. Like,
they didn't feel the need to wear like a mask or a helmet either because
Yeah.
the slap shot hadn't been invented yet and they could all still have their teeth.
yeah, just get a couple bangs in the head. with pucks.
feel great.
I can't even imagine being in net. Like even ball hockey.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
wouldn't
would
want to be
suck.
in there with no mask. That's crazy.
Yeah, my reaction is not, oh, there's something flying at my face. Better get in front of it. No, it's like, fuck
my-
that. I'm not getting hit.
Better put my teeth in danger for this. Yeah.
Who needs teeth anyway?
Boys, we're on to the page.
Moving on to the page.
This is
Holy
flying by.
fuck.
Yeah.
But
Bye.
Were you not entertained?
no, they weren't.
Peace out.